So if you want to take off that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
This video is 3 years old, but it's a good one. It takes place in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this moron, I don't know how many times he says, "Am I being detained?" But you'll get a headache from listening to him. I guarantee it. Enjoy.
I'm doing well.
What's your name, sir?
Who are you?
I'm sorry?
That's not the way this goes. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Barry Antis, Fort Wayne Police Department. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
I didn't give it.
I know. I want to know what your name is.
I don't care what you want.
Well,
that's not the policy.
The Secret Service.
I don't care. Then why don't they come out here and talk to me?
They will in a moment.
Okay, go ahead. Am I being detained?
What's your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
Within the first 30 seconds, this bloody wanker's gone berserk. He doesn't answer questions. Who are you? This is not the way this works. Am I being detained? Shut your mouth.
What is your
I'm going to
name?
assume no.
What's that?
I'm going to say, hey, don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Public servant, don't touch me. Look, public servant, you don't touch me. You don't touch me.
Or else what?
You don't touch me.
Or else what?
I will file a complaint.
You can file a complaint.
Don't
but
touch
I'm going
me.
to identify you.
You're being live streamed? Nope.
All right, stop.
No. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Am I being detained?
Identify who you are.
That's not the way this goes.
Well, I don't care what you say.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm not.
Sir,
no.
the Secret Service has.
I don't care.
When this Frauditor was whining, "Don't touch me, don't touch me," he reminds me so much of Princess Patty Cakes, doesn't he? Tell us, Princess Patty Cakes, what do you think about all this?
That's my purse! I don't know you!
To identify.
I don't
you.
care what they want.
Okay.
That's not the way this goes.
I understand that.
Show me the law.
Okay, I understand that.
Show me what have I broken?
What is your
What
name?
law have I broken?
Okay. We have
What
to have a
law
security
have I
for
broken?
The arrival of the President of the
It
United
doesn't
States.
even close until 3 o'clock.
I understand that.
Or do you understand that?
What's your name?
Do you understand that?
What's your name?
What is your badge number?
1647.
I'm going to file a complaint with Officer Reed
That's okay.
and your Internal Affairs Department.
What a waste of paperwork and resources the Frauditors cause. All for what? For their clicks and views on their pitiful YouTube channels?
That's okay.
You don't touch me.
Okay. I did not touch you.
Yes, you did. I have it all live streamed between 3 cameras.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Not to mention the other ones
Okay.
that are watching you right now.
Okay.
Don't touch me.
Why
You
won't
have
you give
no
your name?
right.
Why won't you give your name?
I have no business to give you my name.
Okay.
I haven't what ordinance have I broken?
What's your name?
What ordinance have I broken?
What is your name, sir?
Have I committed a misdemeanor?
You can always spot people who have low IQs. They repeat themselves constantly. Have I committed a crime? Why am I being detained? Don't touch me again. These 3 phrases is all this idiot has said in the first 3 minutes.
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
For under what probable cause?
Okay.
What is your RAS? Your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime.
You have your face covered.
It's cold outside. I have gloves on. It's cold outside.
You don't have your gloves on.
I can't operate the camera.
You don't have the gloves
I've
on
been
your
doing this and sticking it inside my jacket.
Well, you have to so cold.
I've been alternating. It takes video as well as pictures. I can alternate between them.
Wow, Frauditor, you have one of those newfangled potato cams they've been talking about in the news. That's nice.
Some subject is refusing to.
I'm not refusing the ID. I'm saying I haven't broken the law.
He is not complying with our request for ID.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Under what probable cause?
The Secret Service is
Under what probable cause? I haven't committed a crime. I haven't. It doesn't matter. You have to, if you have to detain me, then I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
What am I being detained for?
Is that your name?
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
Look, you half-baked dimwit. The officer said you're being detained. For what reason doesn't matter right now. I think you should shut your mouth and pay attention. Or you could wind up in a shiny pair of bracelets.
This is cleared you.
What am I being detained for? What's your name, officer?
Identify you.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Detective Tagmeyer.
What is your badge number, sir?
1574.
Thank you.
What is your name, sir?
What reasonable articulable suspicion?
We'll see if it's the same thing.
Why don't you get the chief down here?
Chief's busy.
Well, tell Mr. Reed to come down here. He knows who I am. Tell the chief to come here.
600, 620.
Tell the chief to come here.
Let the Secret Service know that the subject is failing to identify
I'm not
himself.
failing to ID.
Okay, Junior. When a police officer asks you for identification and you don't give it, that's refusing to ID. What would you call it? Oh, that's right. You want reasonable, articulable suspicion. Is that what you call it? Yeah, I can't say that word as good as you can.
Refusing to identify.
I'm not under 34125, 3.5. That's not it. It's not failure to ID. You haven't told me what crime I've committed.
Okay, just a second.
I don't want.
They're talking in my ear. You're not going anywhere.
Don't touch me.
You're not going anywhere.
Why am I being detained? Why am I being detained? You haven't given me probable cause for me to be detained.
Just a second. I don't need probable cause.
Yes, you do.
No.
You need reasonable articulable suspicion.
That's right.
Yes. What is it?
That's not.
What is it?
Reasonable.
What crime have I committed? Of what crime?
Right now, we're
of
not
what
sure.
crime?
That's why we're talking.
You can't hold me for you're not sure.
The real crime was when you were born. Your mother and father said, "Oh no, what are we going to do now?"
No, you cannot.
It's called a Terry stop.
No, then Terry frisk me.
I don't need to frisk you right now.
Okay. Don't reach in my pockets. That's not part of the Terry frisk.
Unless I feel something that could be contraband or a weapon, then I can.
No, you can't.
Sure I can.
That's not a Terry stop.
Sure it is.
Nope. It's a cursory search.
Now, this moron has mentioned Terry stop several times. Let's talk about it for a moment. It was a 1968 Supreme Court case that originated in Cleveland, Ohio, where 3 men were stopped because they looked suspicious and the officers patted them down. And this is what it is. You know, if it looks like you're being suspicious and about to commit a crime, the police have every right to stop you and search you. And that's what this guy is claiming now.
All right.
How dumb do you think the public is?
I don't think they're dumb at all.
Yeah, I've got 3 officers here.
I think they're antagonistic.
Yeah, 3 officers. I'm out here taking video and pictures. Where's the crime in that?
We're just following.
Where is the crime in that? Then tell them to either come out here, and I'll tell them the same thing I'm telling you.
They're on their way, sir. That camera had 42 power zoom lens. You couldn't have got your pictures across the street.
I can get them from right here. It's the same public sidewalk.
You could get them from over there.
So I could get them from Google Earth, but I didn't. I got them from over there. That's not a crime. It's not a crime.
You have not committed a crime just yet, Frauditor, but you're working on it. Keep making this molehill into a mountain, and soon you may be saying, "I do not consent to this arrest, officer. Don't touch me."
It raises suspicion.
It doesn't matter if it raises suspicion. It's not a crime.
It certainly does.
No, it doesn't. It's not a crime. It's not. It's suspicious activity. Is that a misdemeanor or felony, sir?
Suspicious activity.
Misdemeanor or felony?
It's neither.
That's right. It's neither. So I haven't committed a crime.
No, but that doesn't mean we can't talk to you.
Yeah. Well, you can't detain me. That's the thing.
What's the Secret Service advising?
You don't detain citizens. You don't touch them. You don't touch them.
What's that?
You don't touch citizens.
I couldn't hear you.
Don't get any closer to me.
Or else what?
You're invading my personal space.
Or else what?
What do you think is going to happen?
You tell me.
You tell me. You're the one who wants to lean in like you want to kiss me.
Frauditor, what did you just say to the officer? He wants to kiss you? Oh, you're really twisted. You think there's a love connection here, Frauditor? You should go home now before it gets worse.
Number 4.
The only thing I can do is go backward into traffic. So
Okay,
what do you think I was trying to do? Tell you to be Johnny on the spot and move over here. Until you try to be Johnny on the spot and prevent me from coming away from the street. You're not serving and protecting. Did you take an oath?
Go out to,
did you take an oath to protect
entrances where
the United States citizens? Did you take an oath? Sir, I'm talking to you. Did you take an oath?
Just a second.
Did you take? I don't care what you're doing. Did you take an oath? I'm talking to you, public servant.
It's clear to anyone watching that this blubbering buffoon has narcissistic sociopathic tendencies. Oh, I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm talking to you. I'm the most important person in the world. You better talk to me right now, or else there's going to be problems. Yeah, right.
I'm talking to you, public servant. Did you take an oath? Did you take an oath?
I did.
To uphold the Constitution.
I did.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. So why don't you get back in your car and get back to your job? This is not your job.
Just a second.
Don't do that to me. You keep leaning in like you can't hear. So I'm speaking up for you.
Here,
so I have two. I have two.
Okay.
So what?
I'm not hearing you over this loud, guys. So yeah, just come to entrance 4 off of Parnell. Secret Service.
I don't want to get pushed in the street.
This Frauditor is mighty hostile, but keep in mind that he's out there fighting to preserve our First Amendment American freedoms. Not.
Do you feel better here?
I'm not going to be pushed in the street by you.
Do you feel better here?
Are you not going to lean in and try to kiss me?
Do you feel better here?
Are you going to not lean in and try to kiss me? Because that'll make me feel better.
I couldn't hear you. Secret Service is coming. Just relax.
Who's this jackboot? Who are you? Who are you, sir?
That's rude.
Well, you're illegally detaining me.
Rude.
I have a right to say.
I don't care. What's your name, sir?
Rude and uncalled for.
What's your name, sir?
His name is Officer Fry. His name is Detective Tagmeyer.
What's your badge number, sir?
You don't need to know that.
It's in a policy.
Yeah, he's not talking to
it's
you.
in your policy. He's still here on scene. He's still here on scene. It doesn't matter. He's still on scene.
Okay.
What's your badge number? So when I file a complaint.
Not only a complaint, but a lawsuit, because that's what these frauditors do. They file a lawsuit with the city, the county, the state, anybody they can, so they can get some go-away money, because any money is better than what they had before. They're unemployed grifters.
He was witness to you battering me.
Battering?
Yes, you touched me.
Rude,
you touched
or angry
me.
manner.
You touched me.
Did you feel pain?
You touched me. Emotionally, maybe. Because you cannot touch a citizen. You can't.
You can't. If I touched you that way, even with a finger, even if it just touched your clothes, I'm going to jail.
You already did that.
I did not.
You going to jail?
I did not.
You touched me?
No. It's all on camera. I did not.
As soon as the Secret Service clears you and then clears that you're no threat to the President of the United States, then you can...
I'm trying to be out of here before 3 o'clock, before the road closes, so I can get my car out of here.
Officer, I must apologize for this triggered snowflake. He's not accustomed to being talked like this to. He's going to need a safe space if you continue with your current line of interrogation, and then later he's going to have to go home and see his mommy.
Do you want me to stay all night?
No.
Do you want me to get video all night?
Oh, heavens no.
Then let me go per your instructions.
Just a second.
What crime have I committed?
Okay.
What crime have I committed? Am I being detained, or am I free to go?
You're being detained until the Secret Service clears you.
What reasonable, articulable suspicion do you have? You can't do that. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion. What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
It's a broken record. It's going over and over.
No, well, because I need to know.
Okay.
You can't articulate a crime. Why don't you just get the chief out here? He'll clear it up.
That's right, you narcissistic sociopath. Go get the police chief. He has nothing better to do than to come down there and say, oh yeah, I know this guy. He's all right with what he's doing.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he has tasked us to deal with this.
Well, you go ask him to come here.
No, he's busy right now.
I'll identify to the chief.
Okay.
I'll identify to the chief. What's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Adam Hartman, 1896 Fort Wayne Police Department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being professional. Unlike these guys who have illegally detained me. And this guy decided he wanted to put his hands on me. Can you do something about that?
Well, he's a sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Can you please arrest this man?
I'm not.
Well, I am going to file a complaint, but that is not it. Can you arrest this man for illegally touching me?
Look, Frauditor, unless you're playing football, I don't know of any illegal touching. Now, please, shut your mouth. Oh, I have a headache.
No, I haven't witnessed any crime.
I'll show you. I'll show you the crime. It's being live streamed as we speak. You don't touch citizens, sir, who've done nothing wrong. You don't touch them. Do you hear me? Do you understand? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I just got advised.
No.
Listen, there's no need to swear.
Yeah, yes, there is, because you can't illegally detain me. You are illegally detaining me.
You allowed tumultuous
You are. Yeah. Well, you said you can't hear. You said you can't hear. I'm obliging you. Can you hear now?
This Frauditor has a serious issue with authority figures, which probably started when he was a small child when Mommy and Daddy gave him a timeout instead of a knockout.
Here now, listen. These are your options. Okay.
I'm not wanting to hear. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Are you going to allow me to speak?
Am I being detained? Once you answer my question.
Yes, I'm going to give you what your options are.
I don't care what my options are. I have a right to leave. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? I heard the same thing you did. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained.
Under what suspicion of crime? I don't need to hear your lip. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing that matters.
I should have kept a counter in the upper part of the screen to see how many times this idiot said, "Am I being detained?" Yeah, because he thinks if he says it long enough, the officer will just give up and walk away.
Been secured and rented by.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go, sir?
Your refusal to leave will
Am I being
result in you being
detained or am I
arrested
free to go?
criminal trespass.
Do you need me to go ahead and sign language it? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You know how to sign?
Do you want me to say it in Spanish or French? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Which one?
Unfortunately for me, I cannot express how I feel about this moron at this point because that would be a serious violation of the YouTube community guidelines. But let your mind wander.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained?
If you understand
am I free to go? Am I being detained?
You are free to go.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? You have to release me. You have to release me from detainment. You have to release me from detainment. It's not up for me to make a decision whether or not I understand something. It's up to you to release me from my detainment. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Thank you, sir. I don't care to hear your lip. I'm not on the sidewalk. How's that?
Have a good day.
No, you have a terrible day.
Now the Frauditor was just informed he's free to go, but he continues to stay and argue with the officers.
Because I'm going to file a complaint with your department.
Wouldn't be the first.
Well, I already know that. I already know that. I've heard your name before. I can't cross here.
I'm just saying.
Are you going to escort me across?
I'll escort.
Are you going to escort me across?
I'll escort you across.
Oh, let's go down here.
Well, how far down do you want to go?
As far as I need to go, away from this guy
We'll go right
who's
here,
trying.
and I'll escort you across.
No,
Now,
I'll determine where I cross
if
at.
you have a ticket, though, you're still welcome to go in on the other side. Do you still have a ticket, or do you have a ticket?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay.
That's right, you inept imbecile. Keep calm. Don't answer the officer's questions. It's almost over now. Maybe you can make it to your car without being arrested.
Refusing you to enter the building if you have the ticket.
The Secret Service has not done that. Why are you following me so close?
I'm going with Detective Tagmeyer.
I mean, you're being watched. They're telling me that you're following me real close. Did you have your hand on your gun?
Huh?
Did you have your hand on your gun?
I stand like this.
Okay, because this camera's watching you.
That's fine. All right, perfectly fine. They can watch.
What are you calling me?
I don't know, John.
Okay.
Let me know what your last name. How
I'm not answering your questions, but I mean, is that a derogatory? Are you calling me something derogatory?
By addressing you as John. Please, I want to
Is that like John Doe?
I want to help you cross the street, brother.
Are you sure?
Well, there you have it, folks. I certainly hope you didn't get a headache like I did from that moron saying, am I being detained? Am I free to go? What's the RAS? Now, this Frauditor had 26,000 subscribers, and this particular video had over 1 million views. Now, interestingly, his channel only had 3 million views. So this one video accounted for 1/3 of his entire viewing process. And he hasn't made a video since September 26th of 2020. Don't know what happened to him. Maybe he got common sense. Who knows? But if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.